없는 거지? 네. 쇠가리다.
I've got what you wanted.
Excellent. Now for the second part of your task.
Second part? That wasn't part of the deal.
Does that surprise you, Chiron? He is a Borberadian. It is his duty to betray you.
I heard that you came back after all these years. Your screams of pain still sound the same as ever.
You stole my daughter, and now you want to play my son off against me.
She is my daughter. You are the kidnapper.
I wanted to save her soul, and now she's only here because you are forcing her.
She chose me, voluntarily, because I didn't patronize her and lie to her for her whole life. Because I love her for what she really is, and what she will become. Her and Chiron.
You're fighting over Calandra while her camp may be overrun at any moment. Segal, I got you the acid. Now finally tell me how I can raise the Akaz.
2 tasks. That is my condition. Not the least because I helped you to free this traitor.
You?
I distracted Azrael's attention. I thereby determined the time for the rescue. I wanted to exact the price later, but apparently Azrael has done it for me. I offered them an idea which had to fascinate Azrael. That perhaps it was the traitor's eyesight which prevented him from seeing his mistake. Once you broke your promise, for which I was disfigured. But now we're even. And Chiron agreed. Right, Chiron?
Chiron, is that true?
I wanted him to find you at any cost. It's better than if she had killed you.
How? How could you let it happen? How could you do that to your father?
Father, I'm not responsible for what other people decide.
Do you still want to be my son? Chiron, do you want that?
I think he will do anything to save Calandra. For that he needs an army. The army of the Akaz. The statues which stand in Calandra's camp. I can tell you how to raise them. I want nothing in return. Just a gesture. Just a small gesture. A symbol. Near the pavilion you will find the room where your siblings grew up. The acid you now have is very potent. A few drops are sufficient to turn the incubators, from which the awakened were cut during their birth, to black mud. That will be a sign to me of which side you are on. The fact that you recognize your true destiny.
You want to awaken the Akaz, those mindless fighting machines. I was there myself when Azrael did that once.
Then tell me how to do it, Father.
That I cannot do, not anymore. I must be sure of you. Segal demands a symbol. I demand one too. In the rooms, you will find frescoes showing the 7 awakened in their eternal struggle. Use the acid to destroy them. That's the least I can ask of the man who wants to be my son.
So you demand a second round in the battle for fatherhood? You fool! This is not about sympathy. This is about truth. Chiron will make the right decision for his destiny.
What's the purpose of these incubators?
They locked your mother's bodies during Zulgarov's summoning. Segal wants to erase every memory of the human part of the Awakened.
Their destinies will live on in the first Paladin.
A destiny they never asked for, and one which killed them. They aren't your sacred heralds of a new era. They were people, and they never wanted to be anything else.
This path was predestined for them. Without the gifts, they would never have been born. Your betrayal has not only led Chiron and Calandra from their destiny, you robbed them of their childhood. You wished you had never sired the Awakened, and then you stole 2 of them to turn them into your creatures.
The other Awakened are dead. Chiron do not allow the incubators to be destroyed. Those are the last memories of who they once were.
These frescoes, what do they show?
The destiny of the Awakened, from their baptism in the blood of their mothers to their unification in the first Paladin.
A story of beings born from death to bring death.
It is the way of the world that the strongest triumph. But the frescoes remind the Awakened that they do not belong to the same cycle as lesser humans. What do you see when you look at your reflection, Chiron? The past? The son of the man whom you call father? Or do you see the future? All the great things that you could achieve?
Do not listen to him, Chiron. Please, believe me, you're much more than just your gift.
You both know how to awaken the stone Akaz, but you're forcing me to make a decision between you. What should I do with the acid?
Just near the... That...
Segal, in...
This is...
I'll see you later.
Azarel's schemes around conception and birth of the 7 Awakened were impenetrable. Chiron knew he would never be sure which of the 2 men was his real father. The decision had to be made. He must either choose the man who had brought him up severely, who had protected and lied to him for years, or would he choose Segal, who studied Zulgarov's gifts to Chiron and knew his potential?